Welcome, humble viewer, to this 2,000-point battle report. Today, we will witness a clash of the immovable object and an unstoppable force. You may draw your own conclusions. Let us begin by looking at the forces. The forces of the Death Guard have deployed 25 Plague Marines. 10 are geared for combat, embarked upon a rhino, and are led by a foul Blight Spawn. 10 are equipped for shooting and are led by a Tallyman. 10 Blight Lords take the field in force. 2 units of Death Shroud Terminators, one led by a Sorcerer. Mortarion himself leads the force in this conflict. 2 fetid bloat drones surge forth with a Plague Burst Crawler for indirect firepower. The Necrons march forth sporting a Doomsday Cannon, a Ghost Ark with warriors embarked within. A second unit of 20 warriors. 10 Lich Guard form a command unit with both an Overlord and Cryptic Offering leadership. 2. Lockhurst Heavy Destroyers offer long-range firepower whilst a Shard of A Citan God takes the field. 5 Flayed Ones and a Hexmark Destroyer. Finally, 10 Immortals led by a Chronomancer. Today's mission is a search and destroy deployment. The primary mission is Purge the Foe. 4 victory points are gained by holding 1, 2, or more objectives. A further 4 VP is awarded for killing an enemy unit in a battle round, with an additional 4 VP being awarded to the force who kills more units in a turn than their enemy. Due to both sides not expecting to encounter the other, each force's reserves will be delayed. No plan survives contact with the enemy. Before we begin, anyone can get involved in this ongoing campaign and submit their results to affect the outcome. The links are below. Narrative Crusades also gives away £300 worth of Games Workshop products every month. The winners get what they ask for. To be automatically entered, you can join our Patreon for as little as £3. An unnatural silence embraced the quarry. One would think that they were alone in this unremarkable area. They would be mistaken. It was only the smell and fouling of the natural plant life that gave the Lords of Silence away. Plotting their next putrid move, not even the Death Guard could anticipate the awakening of a Necron contingent below. The Necrons, sensing the shadow in the warp approaching the Selenar system, awoke and lumbered purposefully to the surface, for there was ancient work to be done. In the large open confines of the quarry, both forces sighted one another and mobilized for battle.
The Necrons have surged forwards. Talk us through what's going on in your mind, Dan.
I'm scared of Mortarion. That's what's going on in my mind. I have post 9th edition trauma, so I shouldn't be, but I am. I need to get engaged on all fronts, and I needed to get area denial. Area denial is for having a unit wholly in the centre, which I did not get. So actually this guy should be plopping back here actually, because there's no way of me getting it. I could have put my Catan there, but I didn't fancy his chances against Mortarion, 10 Terminators and the rest of the army. So I've sent the Catan hiding into the corner there. There he is. And that gets me the engage on all fronts, and I'm just going to have to give up on area denial because that is life. I'm concerned about the 9 Terminators and Sorcerer in Deep Strike, so I've hidden like a little wimp back here. And now I'm going to do some shooting.
Sweet. What's shooting where?
I'm going to shoot the Ghost Ark with the 10 warriors in it. It's not open topped, so it doesn't go in that firing depth nonsense, because as you can see it's a firmly sealed up vehicle with no windows and no possible way that the units inside could shoot out.
Who are they shooting at?
They're going to shoot the Death Guard Plague Marines that are in the ruins.
As you would imagine, they have the benefits of cover, but they get it from being in a ruin, despite Mortarion giving it to them as well.
It's alright, my AP.
Irrelevant. Right, go for it.
Hitting on 3s. Some good shooting so far. Well done, ever reliable Necrons, 60 million years of practice. We're on 5s. That was lethal hits. We'll just pretend I didn't roll any 6s, it's fine. 1. Armor save.
3 up. Good start.
Some sign of things to come, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, Doomsday Ark is going to shoot everything it can at your rhino. I don't know how far away I am. So that's 4 shots. I hit on 3s, but it's +1 to hit because this dude here has got some kind of...
It's not got more than 5 models, it's a rhino.
It's +1.
What?
D6 plus, because that's what the rule says, D6 +1.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said it was blast.
Yeah, and blast, but it's just nothing. So just D6 +1, I hit on 2s. because he's got some kind of magic crown. 3 hits. Well done with your magic crown, Mr. Hexmark Destroyer. It's strength 15.
2s? No.
No, 3s. Oh,
Hey, Doomsday Ark.
Dear me. AP minus 4. How many roosts does a rhino have? Oh. Luckhurst Destroyers, 2 of them.
Because I get cover.
Hitting on 2s. I was going to see P1 and 2 you rolled that. It's worth victory points, right? I need to kill a unit and I can't put down a rhino with a Titan killing cannon.
Well, there's a reason they're an endangered species.
Yeah. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound, AP minus 4.
So only because I've got cover. Oh man.
It's your turn.
It's the magic of Death Guard.
Going home.
Let's see what we do on the return. But I am playing on my own at this point.
The Necrons lumber forth, assessing their enemy. The ancient Titan killing weaponry bounces harmlessly off the Rhino's armor, multiple times. With Dan throwing his toys out of the Necron pram, it can only get better from here. At least they scored engage on all fronts. Right?
Right, over here, Luke rolled a 1 on his advance, so he re-rolled it into a 3. This objective is firmly his. The Plague Burst Crawler has rumbled forward because he thinks he's going to blow up my Ghost Ark jokes. Mortarion has moved up to firmly claim the centre because Luke got area denial and he's done some smart maths. He's ready. Oh wait, this Rhino that's dead managed to move up and take this objective here. He's put this bloke drone up here because he's seen me shoot him for the last edition and he's had enough and he wants some revenge. And these 10 Terminators are using Ferric Blight to improve the AP to shoot at the Warriors.
Yep, it's a whole CP, boom, down to 1 because the tallyman gave me 1 back. And on top of that, it's murdering time. So I believe we hit you on 3s. It's going to be 10 saves.
There's 10. 4 of my poor little warriors are dead.
That's a very strange name for a gun. Oh, don't maybe back the lantern out. It's that many. 4 at -2 from Rockwind.
5. 2 dead warriors.
We're done at this point. I mean, I'm going to try for a charge with the lawnmower into them.
Go on
Yeah,
then.
Warriors, it'll be a big charge. 8. Don't think it's anywhere close if I'm honest.
No, it's not looking good for an 8.
That's an 8. A 9 might have done it. But we won't be doing that.
Despite filling the air with plague-ridden bolter rounds and directing all available firepower into the warriors, they kept coming back. 0 were killed. The Plague Burst Crawler did, however, strip 8 wounds off the Ghost Ark. With both area denial scored and defend stronghold being as good as secure, the Death Guard braced themselves for the relentless retaliation.
So, the Ghost Ark regenerated 4 wounds. The Necrons regenerated, the Warriors regenerated 8 models, which is 2 more than they lost. Everything's moved into a good firing position, and my Lich Guard are just going to have to go in all in on Mortarion. He needs to die or
Problems.
The Hexmark's Destroyers moved up, the Cthulhu's moved up.
New battle round, by the way. I guess we do benefits of cover again.
Yeah, good life choice.
We're going to get shot a lot.
Okay, I don't worry about the talking through stuff. Voice does it for us anyway, doesn't it?
You want the option for both, right?
In 20. So we're going to start over here. Ghost Ark is going to take its 20 shots at the dudes in front of me.
Don't care not.
But no one likes it. Picking up 3s. 6s, auto wound. We'll remember our rules this turn.
3 up. We lose 2, assuming they're 2 wins.
2 is correct. The Necron Warriors are going to shoot you for 20 attacks.
The Necron warriors doused the Plague Marines in Gauss fire, felling another 4 of their number. Looking to sort their rubbish lives out, the heavy destroyers destroy the Rhino with ease. 2 Plague Marines die in the explosion. The Immortals and the Warriors combine firepower to attempt to bring down the Primarch. they managed to cause a few wounds, only enraging Mortarion further. With the Plague Marines now in the open, the Doomsday Cannon channels all its rage and anger from 9th edition and unleashes a devastating shot. It kills 2 Plague Marines. That's it. Dan rolled 3 ones. What a scrub. The Hexmark Destroyer, fancying himself a bit of a comedian, also kills 2 more. Calvin the Citan also joined in on this comedy act, killing yet another 2. That Doomsday Cannon must be feeling well and truly mugged off.
I have finished with my shooting phase.
Right, so we don't really need to roll because they're going to make a charge.
No.
Warrior's charging?
No.
I'm guessing he's charging.
Yeah.
No problem.
I mean, you're going to be touching the objective, right? How many models have you got left? 4?
4. Okay, so Dan made his charge over here. He did have to spend a command point to get in, and obviously the Lich Guard got in, there's no questions about it. I've got fight first due to my character being attached to the unit, so we're going to try and slap him first with 2 heavy plague weapons. Does the fist count as a heavy plague weapon as well?
Yep.
So it'd be 3 heavy plague weapons in that case. It's on 4s, what? That's rubbish. It's on 4s. Can't complain too much.
6 is auto wound.
Because that's a lethal hit.
Yeah.
Toughness?
10.
Yeah, that's a bit more than 8, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's just 1 wound. It's -2.
Passed.
In line, yeah.
Yeah.
Then I've got a guy with some knives.
Stabby, stabby.
Hits. Nothing.
Nope. It was strength. It was toughness 11, but obviously -1
Oh, wow.
because of your dudes. I've got 8 attacks back, hitting on 2s. I rolled good, Luke.
It's about time.
Strength 9, so 3s. And then it's this, oh dear. That's 5 wounds at AP3.
5 wounds at AP3. So
Oh no, it's sustained hits. It would have been more, but I'm happy with that. I don't care. Yeah, so it's D6 damage a pop. So the first one is a guy dead. The second one is a guy dead. The third one is a guy dead. And then I've got 2 D6 on the character.
yeah, double 1. Double 1.
5.
He's done on 5 wounds. Oh, the objective has been stolen by the Necrons.
He's nasty.
Yeah.
He's actually he's quite nasty.
Obviously, he's a Catan. He should be munching them, to be honest. No problem.
Yeah, I guess he should be.
So you fight against Mortarion?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, obviously I'd go there for, well, I still fight first, it doesn't make no difference. So I've got 30 attacks, but I would only be strength 6. So I spent a CP on Protocol of the Hungry Void to make me strength 7, and it does make me AP 3. And I've not got lethal hits here. 5, 6, only 9 saves at -3.
In one time. We fail. 5? 5, yep, that's 5 failed. Damage?
1. What do you think?
Lich Guard used to be damage too.
No, only the war sides.
Oh, what a roll! 2 wounds saved.
Well done.
Nothing
I
then.
didn't get any 5s either. No.
Sweet.
Go on then.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for the big 15 attacks.
Really?
And the reason I'm going for the 15 attacks is because you're in contagion range, so it's extra AP. So I'm swinging at AP 2, and I believe you're on a 4-up in one anyway. I've got to roll 4 more dice. 5 more dice. Okay, so that's already a good amount of lethal hits. I knocked that dice, but I don't know what it was before, so we'll just take it as a miss. 4 lethal hits. Now we're wounding you on still 3s.
-1 to wound.
4s in. So 7
7
-2.
-2. Right, would you mind taking that back, please?
I've got an in one, right? So
No, what I'll do is I'll take the first ones on the crypto thralls. Do the first 4. So I'll do 3 more. Passed 1. Failed 2. Feel no pains. He's fine. And then the last one goes through and died.
So you said I killed 1 cryptophril.
Yep.
What are they? 3 wounds?
You only did 2, only 2 went through.
Wow. While the 666 was
Yeah, the 666 made a big difference.
Cool. So bugger all happens there. That's going to carry on.
That's going to be the battle of the ages, right there. And then I'll do it now, but in your command phase, I get to regenerate a model.
The mugging off continues as a crypto thrall totally tanks the Lord of Death and has the cheek to come back to life. The Necrons score, bring it down, but fail to score cleanse. Continuing their slow march forwards, the Necrons begin to gain more ground in the quarry. The Death Guard will have to review their strategies if they wish to make any dent in the enemy force.
And due to delayed reserves, 3 of the Death Shroud are off the board, but Mr. Psychic and his Death Shroud are on the board, ready to attempt to mash up the Mandem Necrons over there. Because I would quite like a second objective, if that's okay. Terminators, we're just going to kick it right off with them. They've got 40 shots, because they're rapid fire 2, into the Warriors. Because we're in contagion range and with the new data slate update, I've got extra AP on these tacks, and I'm spending 1 CP to do the stratagem, which gives them an additional AP when shooting, which I believe is Ferric Blight. Also reroll 1s to wound, because you're the closest eligible, I do believe.
Yes.
So freeze. This is only half of the attacks.
So down to 3.
Oh, freeze out. Oh yes, good contagion. 20, the second lot. At 22.
22.
At -2.
Right. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dead. 11 dead. Okay, I'm going to spend a CP to reanimate them. 11 are dead, so we'll take these 9 and these 2 off. Because that's important for reanimation now, because I can't daisy chain like I used to. So it's 2d3 plus 3. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 back. Right, I'll take those off, I'll put them back on.
Why did you let me roll dice? That was just a massive waste of time.
Well, I wanted you to have a moment where you were happy with, with how it was going. 3. And you got pistol shots there.
So I should have 2 plasma guns.
Yeah.
And and then the sergeant, so 6. I might have removed the wrong models, but...
You did remove the wrong models.
So 2 6s.
2 go down to plasma death.
But, machine guns. So just 1 wound off the bolters.
Okay, and then the plague burst gauntlets. He lives.
The Terminator's going to charge the Lich Guard.
Flayed one.
For 12.
Oh dear.
So
Oh dear, oh dear.
They're definitely in. The Death Shroud.
It's not in.
No. Don't want to CP it. I've got 2 CP. 8 again, so no.
Normal.
Normal guys, front. They're in on a 6.
Nah, it's way more than 6.
Dreaming. Okay, so we're going to sum it up real quick because we just lost the footage because we have a really rubbish camera battery that we need to replace. Little fiend. So over here we stabbed up the Necron warriors. There's only 3 left until they all come back in a minute. No, they come back, didn't they?
It's 5.
We killed 9 of the 10,
yeah.
But then a bunch stood back up. But it has meant we scored storm hostile objectives, so it's very key.
That's big for you.
Over here, the Blight Lords and Mortarians swung in. There's still a lot of Lich Guard, but a few are dead now, so they're now, I'd like to say, maybe on the back foot, but they're just probably going to reanimate, and we're going to be there all game. It's ridiculous. this guy killed a bunch, but because they double animate, because of the reanimator, they all come back. So he was just there to tie him up. So that's that. We'll see what the Death Guard, what the Necrons do in turn 3. I can tell you now, it's a bit of a spoiler, loads are going to come back.
The bitter fury of the Death Guard begins to grind the Necrons down. Both are forces of resilience, but in this test of endurance, perhaps the Necrons have the staying power. The Death Guard managed to score Storm hostile objective, which will begin to swing the score back in their putrid favour.
We've done the silly pointless shots off camera, and those silly pointless shots.
We're back up. What happened in my command phase, Luke?
We don't talk about it.
Okay.
You scored lots of points.
Okay, so I got my models back over here. So I scored an additional hold more, and then I fell back here and got all of the models back like we said I would, because it was 2d3 plus 6. So that was all of those back. And then we did the shooting, and this guy
ate it.
He
The
just
mortars
died.
slapped him up nicely.
Yep.
Didn't even have the politeness to explode.
This Lockhurst destroyer killed him actually. This one here is getting a medal later.
Good.
Okay, he needs a medal, right? 60 million years in the waiting. So now I'm going to put everything I can into Mortarion, because we believe you're allowed to shoot at monsters into combat.
Yes, vehicle/monsters, so it's just -1 to hit. That's it.
Right, so I need 3s now, not 2s. It hits. Your strength 12, I think damn it, I'm good. That's definitely a wound. It's so definite, I'm checking.
Might be.
Oh, you're going to this flat 6 damage. I'm pausing for effect. Strength 14, yeah, 4 is definitely a wound.
So 6 damage.
Yep.
For 6 feel no pains. Joe, I should look up to see if he's even got feel no pain. So I've not done it yet. Let's have a look. Feel no pain 5+.
Okay,
So,
right, so it takes 5 damage.
oh, he's not got a ton left after that. No.
I'll put it on him for it.
Yeah, no 5. So he's
Makes me
taken
feel
9.
good.
He's okay. There's 1 to 6 if we're starting problems.
Right, and then I'm going to put the Doomsday Cannon into him. D6 +1 shots. Ugh. Uh-oh.
It's going to be problems.
It's going to be problems. Hitting on 3s because of the -1 +1. Oh, 3 2s.
You just went full Japan there.
Yeah. Wounded on, I think 3s. One goes out the can. It's a 1, 2 wounds.
Double 6.
Oh, well done.
That's
That's a good thing because I was a bit concerned for you then.
I wasn't.
Could you measure the range? Oh, I dropped my flayed ones in the back there. They're doing that action to deploy teleport homers
Oh, they're good at
in
them.
your deployment zone.
That is good at them.
There was. I think it's more like a cannibalistic thing. Don't know, like there's food over here.
Do you know what it sounds like?
Go on then.
It sounds like combat time.
I've run out of guns is the good news, so it's just the, I think 7-inch charge to the, trying to transcend Catan to the Blight Lords.
It's failed.
Going in,
Oh, yeah.
I'm CPing it because, no! No, that was a bad move from me. What a mistake. That was actually a big mistake. Right, I go first this time with the Lich Guard, don't I?
Yes, you do.
So I'm putting the 4 Lords attacks into the Blight Lords to start with.
Oh wait, is it your turn?
Yeah.
No, I go first. Put your dice down. Dan, have you seen this? It's a new model. Let me just hand that to you. Just have an inspect of that.
Okay.
See what the models look like for it. Whilst I'd have my go. I don't care that it's your turn. Freeze now.
Oh, that was good.
Nice.
6s auto wound, very nice.
Still 2s. Maybe 3s. It's all above 3, so that's actually all 7.
Oh dear.
It's inbounds because it's AP 4 at this point.
7. I'm going to take them all on the Lich Guard. 3 die.
At 4 damage each, yeah?
Oh yeah, I've got to do the feel no pains.
I mean, you have to pass 4. Well, you have to pass
I'm
2,
doing it.
3 on the die.
1. They all pass the first block.
They've got 5 up, feel no
1,
pains.
2, 3. Get 5. And lives. And the last one. Yes, he's still alive. Right, so 2 of them die. And the other guy's lost no wounds. +1 to the strength, +1 to the AP. Hit on 3s. Wounding on 4s. 5 wounds onto the blacks, please.
Inbounds.
Yes.
Nice big swings from the Lich Guard.
So,
Ooh.
1 died.
Yeah, 1 dead.
And then the 4 attacks from the Lord. All hit. Wounding on 3s. These are still belong to Blight Lords. All wounds.
4, yeah.
Yep. 2 damage a pop. Another Blight Lord down.
Going through them.
Yeah, it's probably worth hitting these guys. So then I've got 6 attacks into Mortarion and then the Murder Bucket. Don't really expect these to do anything. He did really well last that. 7 wounds going through. 1 wound onto Mortarion. AP -3. Takes another wound. Feel no pain?
These alright.
Well done.
That's 4, 19. So we hit on 2s. Just go to the Tally Man. Get rid of them ones. That is a fantastic number of sixes right there. So already that's 4 lethal hits. And we're wounding you on 3s as well. So it's a whopping 9 minus 1s.
9 minus 1s. Leaving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dead, and then I'll reanimate them. And everyone gets back up. You still got that many attacks left?
4 to go.
Jesus.
I know some will look engaged, but obviously if I was followed incorrectly, that wouldn't be the case. There's a 1 there. Then we need 3s. You're minus 1 to wound, aren't you?
Yeah, so 4s.
Okay, nice, I'll take that. So it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, minus 3. Can you do it? On the Lich Guard.
Right. Minus 3. Puts me on 6s. And then 4 ups. Okay, so 1 wound taken so far. 6s. 4 up. So that's the crypto for all dead. And then we're on to our 4 ups. Oh, that was a stomping roll. No, it wasn't. 50-50. Then 5 ups. So 1, 2 Lich Guard die, and the crypto 4 dies again.
He'll be back, I'm sure. He's just like, oh please, oh, let me die again. Please.
Alright. My guys get to attack back over here.
Oh yeah, brilliant.
Which I forgot about last turn.
Next time, don't let me roll the dice. You could have just attacked me and I went, don't worry about it, Luke.
You're being unnecessarily bitter.
Don't get me wrong, it's kind of funny at the same time.
One wound.
1 wound. Of course he injures him! The audacity!
Oh right, I think that is
Wounds in there.
the end of
Necrons
turn 3.
Did you score anything, secondary wise?
So I killed one of your units. I scored deploy teleport homers for 5 because I'm in your deployment zone, and I successfully defended my stronghold.
You did.
I did defend my stronghold.
Very good work.
With tenacity, I believe might be the word.
Brilliant. I'm going to come and smash your face in.
Okay.
The Necrons will not die, ironic. They defended their stronghold and continue to double the Death Guard on the primary objective. Provided the Necrons can continue to hold the plague-ridden forces, they will win this war of attrition. That, or Luke will flip the table at all these reanimations because he is too bad of a player to just kill the warriors in one go.
Luke has moved up with his Death Shroud Terminators over here. He's give up on shooting the Death Guard, the Ghost Ark to death with the tank. So he's just not going to bother. He's moved his Death Shroud in over here to take that objective. He got a tempting target. I said, this one. He has elected to go straight on to... You should at least shoot the lantern in combat, bud.
Oh, right, yeah, that is worth shooting.
Because that might be a dead.
No, because
Okay.
I already 2.
Cool.
I will fire the indirectly into one of these though.
Okay.
That's what I probably should have done from the get-go, so that's a little bit of bad play from me. So
6 shots.
6 shots. Need 4s because I can't see them. That's not bad.
Ooh.
1 wound, I think. -1.
Toughness. What's your strength?
Either way, if you fail, it's 2 damage. It's not going to kill you.
Okay. Yeah, 2 damage.
You're alive. Brilliant.
That could have got lucky though. You were a bit unlucky on the wound roll there, I think.
Yeah, that could have been quite good actually.
And I think you're right. I think that you should have been mortaring them from the start.
Yeah, 100%. Other than that, it is actually just combat.
Okay, I get to go first this time.
No, incorrect. It's
Oh,
a charge.
go on then, charge.
7, it's a big charge.
Right, the Death Shroud turns into... Do I assume you want a Death Shroud guy in.
Yeah.
So the Death Shroud going in, and then you want everyone else on the objective as best we can. So now we've got some Death Shroud killing these poor, victimised warriors.
Well, I mean, I've killed about 40 over there, I think. So 2. Strength 5, rubbish. Still freeze. That was awful. So that's 3, 5 saves, -1.
So 3 die. Then you have a lot of Plague Knife attacks, don't you?
I do, yeah. Right, I know what I'm going to do. I'm doing Ferric Blight on them for 1 CP.
Oh.
So this will put it at -3 AP for the Plague Knives.
-2.
Sorry, I've read the wrong part.
Because you don't control
Yeah,
the objective.
-1, so -2. So we're hitting on 2s because he's Tallyman. Very good Tallyman because I rolled a lot of 2s. We've got some auto slaps there. That's what I like to see. And we're wounding you on 3s with the Plague Knives. They've just had a bad time today.
6 dead. The objective is yours, sir.
Extend battle lines and attempting target.
So Lord first, 4 attacks onto the Blight Lords. 2 misses, terrible, wounding on 3s. 2 wounds, AP enough to put you on your own vulnerable save.
Oh, use my last CP.
Really?
Of course. Doesn't matter. Still 1 wounded.
So 2 damage to the one that's wounded.
So he's just, well, wound left.
6 attacks onto the Blight Lords. 1 miss. Wounded on 5s because I haven't got the extra strength. No, 4s, sorry. So 3 wounds, AP -2.
Blight Lodge, yeah?
Yep. Okay, that's good. That's 1 dead.
2s and 2s. So I did heal Mortarion at the start of my turn as well. With gifts of contagion, so I got 3 wounds back.
No, 2s and 3s.
Yeah, nice.
Dead.
And then obviously I have my Blight Lords.
And then you have the Blight Lords, yeah. Oh.
4 wounds total.
5 with no feel, no pain. So that's the Lich Guard dead.
Finally.
Right. It's the end of Luke's turn. 3.
Yep, it's turn 4. It's going to be a quick turn. I don't think there'll be a turn 5. So I think Dan's flying ahead on primary.
I've scored quite a lot, haven't I?
I did score, as I said, attempting target and extend battle lines. So it is another 10. But I don't think it's enough due to my lack of primary.
Both forces have met more resistance than anticipated. The Death Guard have managed to extend their battle lines and score a tempting target. However, as the Plague Marines pull their Plague Knives from the destroyed bodies of the Necrons, they observe that their grip on the quarry is questionable, as the Necrons have maintained key positions, which could lead to the retreat of the Lords of Silence.
So turn 4, Ghost Dark. Sorry, these guys here are going to shoot the...
Fell back, didn't they?
Yeah, you're right.
So
just
next.
the Ghost Dark. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 20 shots here. Why am I bothering? 3s.
Shooting the Marines?
Into the normal Marines. Yeah, forget the Death Shroud. I'm just going to make them stay there. 3s. 5s. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 wounds. AP nothing. You saved everything.
It's a hell of a roll.
Right, Immortals going into the Blight Lords.
We fell back. Oh.
Sixes are auto wounds. Don't think I rolled a single 6. There's another 2. 5s. Because it took me 6. 3, 4, 5 saves on the Blight Lords. AP -1.
All saved.
That was rude.
Yeah.
Alright, all of this twice into the Blight Lords. 10, 11, 12. 12 3-ups needed. 3s. -1. So 2 wounds.
Guy's alive.
Yeah.
I like that win token, mate.
Yeah, that was pretty awful. But yeah, that's everything over there is shot. So now I'm gonna have to just 6 attacks into the Death Shroud, hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s, strength 8 -2. Wow. 2 wounds on the Death Shroud.
2 wins.
Yep.
1 fail.
2 damage.
Sweet.
Now, you're not.
I'll be honest, I am not making the attacks here.
There's no point. I assume that you chose that one for attempting target.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, basically, Dan, don't worry about rolling all of these because you have a lot of attacks, but you're not killing Mortarion.
No. Right, that gives me extend battle lines.
Which you all got for that anyway.
And obviously, I'll spend my CP now, and I'll get a 2d3 plus 6 back.
Yeah.
So I think your problem is now
I'm there.
you're just not getting that objective. And I think at the end of my turn 4, beginning of your turn 4.
Yeah, so I just drew these cards now. Capture enemy outpost is not happening. Cleanse, I can cleanse over there.
Yeah.
So it'd be another couple of points and I'd get my primary. But I've got no resources left. I could probably kill the warriors with an all-out attack.
Yeah.
So maybe I get a few more primary.
Yeah.
With a turn 5 rocks round. I'm not getting assassination, I'm not getting investigate signals. I mean, points wise, like you pulled ahead on primary.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting actually. As much as I've been being over the top about the Necrons, my actual analytical view of them is actually the warriors and stuff, they don't do a lot.
No.
They just stay there forever and you can get bogged down with them. No. So you either have to all in them to remove them and you have to really all in them because they just stay alive. I should have, from the get-go, been bombing that reanimator with my blade burst.
Yeah.
So I'd got rid of that, a lot of these problems wouldn't have happened.
No.
And then I should have focused on these little individual guys as well.
And if you actually look at your dead pile,
it's not that massive.
It's actually not that big. You've only lost 5 Terminators, you've only lost 8 Terminators, and a Plague Squad and a Rhino. You haven't actually lost that much. I mean, it's fair to say I haven't lost a lot either, but I think that you are right. I think you focused on the wrong things. First time you played Necrons. The Warriors are worse in terms, they're a nightmare when there's a reanimator around and they're on an objective.
Yeah, it's good to see that it's good. Maybe a bit too good, because obviously you can hide them and not everyone has decent indirect.
Yeah.
But that being said, just to close out, thanks for watching everyone. We will apologise for any camera stability. It was about, I want to say 30 degrees in it, but
it's about 33 degrees in here,
yeah. Yeah, 33 degrees where we're filming, and the gimbal, it got too hot and just died. Like if it gets too hot, it just doesn't work. The motors start burning, and we don't obviously want to damage an expensive bit of equipment.
Nope, got one. We're going to keep using it.
Brilliant. Until the next one.
The Death Guard had slaughtered uncountable Necrons, but still they came. The Primarch, realizing the position could no longer be held without tallying even greater cost, gave the order to withdraw from the quarry. The Death Guard would have to find a new position to entrench within. Hopefully this time without an ancient infestation. If you enjoyed this report, don't forget to join our Discord, campaign, or the Patreon. Thank you, gentle listener.